Yeah, it's gonna be all distorted and loud and shit. Dude, where's my crisps?
I'm eating them.
We'll get the juices flowing. I want to eat them.
I'm eating them.
Mine? As well?
Mhm.
You eating both?
Mhm.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I can.
Why?
Horrible.
Why?
Horrible.
Why?
Suckers. Small in the shape.
What's wrong with them?
They taste horrible. There's too many nuts in them. Way too many nuts.
You're just a fat boy who's like nuts.
No, I can be fat because I don't want food.
Yeah, nuts, because it's healthy for you.
Yeah, but there's chocolate and also wheat.
So now I get no nice stuff like crisps. I just get 2 chocolate bars.
Yeah, but you get food because you like nuts, don't you? Good for you.
No, I didn't even want it. I didn't want anything to eat. I just had it because you were.
I'm eating food. I'm getting some chips and cheese anyway, anyway.
Oh, chips and cheese and crisps, eh?
No.
And just fucking order a heart attack, Tom.
I want chips and cheese.
Well, this is how you end up the shape you are. Well, like you keep claiming people like mummy you and or like, you know, nag you a bit, you know, end of the day you're making your own decision. You know, when you die of a heart attack at 30, or you've got type 2 diabetes, you know you're blind from type 2 diabetes, you can get that right easy. A guy went on a diet for 30 days of all McDonald's, and he weren't picking that.
Oh yeah,
He nearly died, Tom. He nearly got diabetes. You're eating chips and cheese every other day.
I put it on my Facebook, the link, wasn't it? Supersize Me the American way.
Yeah. Look at you. We eat chips.
Because I don't want to.
Fizzy drinks every day. You
I'm
come
gonna
down
get
to
a heart
mine. We have
attack 'cause
fizzy, fizzy drinks.
Well, I don't want to chuck a
You
bar.
only did that for 30 days, dude. You're eating like that all the time. What are you having tonight when you get back? Let me guess. Processed sausages.
No.
What are you having?
What, when I get back? Chips and cheese.
Oh, but what were your dinner tonight?
I'm not having any.
What was it?
What was my dinner?
Yeah, was it sausages?
No, I think it was shepherd's pie actually.
Really?
I swear down it were.
If I ring your mum, would she say shepherd's pie or sausages?
If you ring my mum, she'll say shepherd's pie.
I thought you had
Dude,
say.
you had me to check us in
I thought
ages.
you were going to say you were going to go and get some bread cakes with sausages though.
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh yes, not
For my
today.
granddad. Because you know he's got that liver problem.
Yeah.
So he needs to eat big meals and big dinners. So I'm going to go and get him some food tomorrow for sausages. Yeah, fuck you.
How is that a
Fuck
big
you.
meal?
What? Instead of a sandwich, you can have the sausages.
Just sausages for a meal?
No, with bread obviously, on a sandwich.
That's a big meal.
What, for my granddad, yeah.
And you are
Usually
supposed to
that's a
have
cookie
shepherd's
sweet.
pie, so instead of having something healthy,
Mhm.
you're having chips and cheese.
Yep.
Whatever. Hey guys, this is Hayden,
This is Tom.
and today's our kind of podcast that we're going to be doing. It's kind of the first one that we've really done, isn't it?
Yeah, well we talk all the time on the videos, but this will be the first...
First official podcast of sorts.
Just talking about just random stuff in our lives, stories, events that have happened, and...
There'll be no video probably either. Maybe a few Creed pictures.
Yeah, put some Creed in.
Put some Creed in. Me and Tom have recently developed a... Well, let's call it what it is. A passion of sorts for Creed. Originally, it started off in my school. Me and my friends, we decided that because we were thinking of the shittest bands in the world, and we thought Creed have got to be up there, along with Nickelback, because they're just in like not shit as in the music's really untalented, because they're all right, but shit as in they're all they've all got one person in the band that's a massive cunt that you just love to hate. You know, like imagine U2, yeah. Imagine if everyone in the world, you know like Big Brother, where you vote people off? Imagine if the world had a system like that, and you voted, and whoever you voted for, you killed off. And Bono would be one of the first people to die, because everyone hates him.
Well, if you
and what I don't get about U2 is statistically, they're one of the biggest bands selling of all time, like
My dad
U2.
looks like Bono.
Yeah, Tom's dad looks like Bono, but he's actually a really cool guy, but Bono's a massive prick. For example, I'll give you, and it's not like I'm being harsh, I'll give you reasons why I hate, let's start with the whole thing, why I hate U2, and why everyone in my year hates U2. Well, my
I
friends
like
do.
U2.
Are you fucking with me?
No, but you know Creed?
No,
You know
dude, hang
listen.
on. Let me tell you why I hate
Let me
U2,
just
right?
talk about Creed first.
Okay, go on. I'll let you interject.
The guy who's the lead singer from Creed, if you take every single, you know, what is it when they jizz on the face on porn stars?
Cream pie.
Cream pie.
Not that I've ever
Is
watched.
it cream
porn.
pie? Is it or is it a face?
Facial?
A facial. If you
It's
take
some
every
shit,
single,
I don't know,
listen,
man,
if
I
you
don't
take
watch
every
porn,
single facial,
obviously.
if you take every single facial off the internet,
Yep.
and like merge them into one big photo, okay, you get the instant face, yeah, of Scott. Is it
Scott Strapp
Of
in
Scott Strapp.
every single video he pulls that face of, oh my god, you're about to jizz on my face.
In fact, you did a PowerPoint today on government and politics. And
Yeah,
just to
for my
piss
government
off
politics lesson about fascism, and me and my friend would do it over Skype, and every single slide we'd put loads of pictures of Scott Strapp on, just with his peculiar faces. If you want to know who this guy is, just type in on Google Images.
We'll show you some. Probably show
Creed,
you some. Going through this now, just some jizz
Creed
faces.
singer, gay, or something like that, and then just look at the pictures.
And ironically, they are a Christian rock band.
Yeah,
as
they're
well.
a Christian fucking rock band. Like, what the fuck, man? And they're not. That's another reason why I hate them. They're just not. They have barely any quotes for God. They're the shittiest band. And also, they've only just become Christians. It's not like they were before. Like, it's a new thing they're trying to do to be cool, which also means that they're a bit like faggots for doing that. Because before, they were like proper arseholes and like fuckloads of women, like actually like, took drugs. And another reason why I hate Creed is they had a car crash or some shit, which obviously isn't a reason to hate someone, but I believe it was faked. And even if it wasn't faked, right, the fact is they refused to play any of their venues, and because I think it was fake, the reason I think it was is because the tickets were like 50 quid, and I think that's the real reason why they pulled out of the tour, because no one wanted to pay £50 to go and see that shithole of a band. And I think I had way more to do with it than the fact they had a car crash. Because I think they were fine, man. I never saw him beat up in any photos or in intensive care. He was fucking fine. He just
No one wanted to pay the £8.
No one fucking pay like £8,000 to get to a fucking. He was bullshit. But I'll tell you what about U2. I'll tell you why I hate them. Alright, let me break it down for you. U2, right? Bono. I explain the hatred for them. Every single song they make sounds the same. And they're all shit.
I watched a documentary.
They're all shit.
To know.
Every single one of their songs sucks ass.
With or without you.
That song sucks ass. Bono is a prick. He wears sunglasses outside, inside. They look stupid.
So does Jay-Z, but everybody loves him.
No, he doesn't all the time. Jay-Z's right. But to be fair, Jay-Z's fucking Beyonce.
Kanye West.
Bono could be fucking.
Goes out with a girl who's bald.
Who?
I'm sure he does.
Kanye West.
Or is it Usher?
I don't know, man, but they're not prigs. They're black. For a start, that means you can't be a colossal douche. They're not. Come on, Bono's not black. Secondly, right, why I hate Bono, he bought like half of Southern Ireland or some shit, which is just.
What?
He bought part of Ireland, which I just find such an arsehole thing to do. Like, he doesn't live there. He goes there sometimes, and he just did it because he could. And what a prick. Also, has a really long chin. And I find it off-putting. And he reminds me of a goat in some ways. I hate his glasses. All of his performances are shit. And I hate the fact that no one admits that they like U2 when you ask them. Like, you know Tories, Tom, in this country, like Conservatives, if anyone's from America, Conservative Party, they get voted in quite a lot. Like, they've been in power more times than Labour have. Mm-hmm. And yet, whenever you ask someone, who did you vote? Like, even the people that voted Tories and Conservatives, they always say they voted Labour or they won't tell you. And that's how you know when they vote Tories, if they won't tell you. But it annoys me because it's like, well, they won, so obviously more people like them than don't, so why all be pussies about it? And that just represents the kind of person, they're just a jackass. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel about U2, man. They're such a shit band. You know they're a shit band because no one admits that they like them. You can ask anyone, they'll say they don't have a U2 album.
Okay, so
statistically, they're one of the biggest selling bands of all time. They do have an album in their house. They just won't tell you.
Cool. I've got an idea though. I've got a really cool idea for a segment we could put into this.
Go on.
Every time we do it, we could do. So, how about we start with Bono? Okay. So when Bono reaches the pearly gates, okay, what's God gonna say to him?
What's God gonna say to him? I think he'll just say, you bought some of my land, right? And those sunglasses that you wear, even I couldn't pull them off, right? You are a colossal dick, right? And even I hate your music.
Even though I've got an album, even though I've got one of your albums in my my album collection.
Only reason I'll have that is because Bono is like supposed to be really inspired by it. And another thing that annoys me about him is he goes on about charity work and stuff all the time. And obviously he isn't really into charity work because if he was, right, what he'd have done? He'd have sorted Ireland out. Because, hear me out. Because Ireland, as of recently, isn't so much a war zone, but it was at one point. Like, even the people that live in Ireland can't take offence. In Northern Ireland, it was pretty much quite scary. And he's got all this money, and yet he hasn't sorted that out. And also, right, I think it's more important to save your own country if you're going to buy part of it. Like, he could have bought it and done something awesome with it. Like, you know, pimped out the whole... I mean, he's got enough money.
Why
but he does
put
fuck all.
wind turbines on a smaller piece of land? And then he could power all these different houses.
Well, he could just do something fucking cool with that money. I hate anyone with too much money that doesn't do anything with it. For example, like, don't just say you're going to give it to children in need and then nothing happens. Because nothing happens with that shit. They get like 100 and something million and nothing ever happens every year.
Did we work out we were thinking about the other day, the people from, was it Haiti? The place that
Haiti.
They got something like 6 billion.
No, what they got is, they got 12 billion given to them. Right, you can look this up. 12 billion by all governments, right?
And how many people is there in the country?
Right, in the country, there was something like, it wasn't even that many, was it? It was like 6 million or something.
6 million?
It was something stupid. It was not, that was like 60 million or some small ass number.
So that's right? More or less like a couple of million
per
person.
Yeah, that each person could have got. And actually what happened was, if anyone knows about Haiti, what happened, there was like a massive earthquake, and literally the whole fucking place is in rubble. And if you go there now, you can still see rubble on the floor. Like, shit's not being cleaned up, nothing's being done.
10 years ago.
Yeah, and they were basically giving enough money for everyone to have a couple million English pounds each. They got
could have been
all.
The most country with the most millionaires if they wanted to.
Yeah, and the government basically went, okay, thanks for that money. I'm going to pocket that myself.
Hey, brother Jake, do you want a couple of billion?
Yeah.
Oh, go on, I fancy a good yacht and
literally, that's what happened. And that is why I'm reluctant to give to charities. And when I see a lot of them on TV, like, give to Oxfam and it's all these like starving children, I just think no, because, you know, if I give that money to South Africa, right, which is where I'll be going, like some Zimbabwe or somewhere like that, that money won't go to the people. Because what happened is, the government takes it because it got Robert Mugabe. Until someone like that gets out of power, I'm not giving any money to them because it won't go to them. If I could give it to the person in the hand, like literally go up to African kid and give him some money, I probably would. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with me and you in it. You know, with the what led me on from that. Remember when we get our driving, like, you know, driving permits, the ones to learn, the mean you've got.
Oh yeah, the provisional. 50 quid it costs.
Yeah, fucking extortionate. But you know where it says giving organ donations and you can tick like anything? Did you know, I learned from politics the other day, until you sign that, the government owns all your body. How do you feel about that? Yeah, until you sign. It used to be, right, that you had to sign to say you did want them to take your organs, and now, unless you say you don't, they get to keep anything.
What?
Yep.
That's crazy.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I've always said that I'd always give my heart and my anything that's not my liver.
Yeah.
And my, what's the other one? Is it liver and lungs? I will give everything, more or less, apart from my eyes, obviously, but my liver and lungs. And the reason is because I thought, thinking to myself, they're the ones that most people want, innit, liver and lungs.
Well, I'd have thought so, yeah.
Yeah. But the reason why is because people have, like, liver, liver is because alcohol, so they're usually fucked up because of the alcohol, so alcohol poisoning, and so I'm not giving it to people who are drunks because they're just going to get drunk again. And then, what's the other one? Liver and lungs. Yeah, lungs, same, smoking from cancer. So I was like, no, I'm not going to give any money to them. They can fuck right off unless I know exactly the reason why. So if someone's got like some kind of lung disease and they've not really smoked ever, or they've never drunk, you know what I mean, then sure, I'll give it to them. But apart from that, they can literally all like really fuck off. I'm not giving them anything because I'm not giving you my precious goods that I've looked after for all my life, yeah, and you've fucked up your body so much that you just want to go and take mine and have a second chance. No one should have a second chance like that unless it's something that you cannot help. Yeah, so I don't think I'll be giving my lungs or kidneys away for a long time. I don't see the...
I kind of found it strange that the fact that we actually had to tell them that we didn't want them to take it, and I would have thought it would be the other way around. Because for me and you, I understand that it's because of a moral point of view.
Yeah, moral.
Like, I'm not really that keen on someone taking my shit, you know what I mean?
I've
Like,
looked after it for ages.
but what I was thinking to myself is, what about from a religious point of view? For example, say if you're a Christian or a Muslim or whatever, you believe that God, that your body is God's, essentially, isn't it really?
But after you die, it's not.
Well, the soul goes up, doesn't it? But still, some people might be like, yeah, especially like, Mormons that don't want to give blood, or is it Jehovah's Witnesses? I'm not too good with that.
Jehovah's Witnesses don't. No.
Either way,
They should.
They're not going to be very happy with their stuff getting taken out when they die, because like for me, I'm kind of a my own kind of religion, and I don't mean that as in I'm the religion of Hayden. I mean as in I believe in a God. Like there is something out there. Please. Literally, there is something out there. Like if you look around, there's something bigger going on, and I believe in spirituality, karma and all that stuff.
Naive.
Yeah, not.
The Earth's got a plan for all of us.
You know what I mean? No one can be so naive to think no, it's ever going on.
And even if it's nothing, even if it's weird. I've got something that's like weird, like even if it's not real, it is real. Like the coincidence of the world. I feel like even if there's no like big major thing like looking down on us and everything like that, I do feel like the world and the whole life. There's a coincidental like. Yeah,
there might even if it's scientific. Yeah.
Equation.
Like some kind of like physics. Yeah.
Like something's bad, but something's got to equal out. I do believe in something. But like you were saying, like there's like some diseases. Like what were you saying? Something about leopards who get ill, and then they get diseases like some leopards and stuff in Africa and stuff.
Hang on, no, not leopards,
that you were talking about earlier.
Fuck me, right? I can't believe I actually explained this to you on the podcast.